Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's topic, we're going to discuss what I wish I had told myself when I was growing up going through high school. This video is going to be broken down into 8 points. 4 of them are do's and 4 of them are don'ts. We're going to start off with the do's first, and they're going to come out in no particular order. So the first one is get good at making relationships. In high school, you're going to notice small pockets and groups of students. They're going to be grouped up in what makes them common. It could be the way that they dress, could be the way that they talk, act, behave, the types of music that they like, sporting activities. I want to make sure that you choose the right group. How do you know which one's the right group? Hard to say, but I want you to use your moral compass. One that feels right. One that's going towards a good, positive direction. If one's like studying towards school and wants to improve in their grades, hey, great. One that has fun, that's not too bad too, so long as they're not touching towards the bad stuff. If they want to play a particular type of sport and you like them, that's okay as well. Just make sure that you make good choices with the friends that you want to associate with. There is one word that I want you to look up, and this is how you are going to communicate to others. Assertiveness. I want you to look that up in the dictionary. The definition of that is to be able to communicate exactly what you want in a way that doesn't offend, put people down, and has no emotional attachment to it. That is the way you want to communicate to your peers, your teachers, or anyone that you come across in life. Start that whilst you're young. Start that, there are 2 times that you should have started that. 1, yesterday. The second best time, right now. You are going to become an assertive person. Learn to communicate in a way to express exactly what your heart feels to the other person. Or, which is going to be most common that's going to happen in high school, to the group against you. Do number 2, get fit. Okay, I'm not talking about that you have to be the top sports student in your class or school. You don't have to win ribbons, you don't have to play sports, but if you're aligned to that, this is going to come to your advantage. But when I say get fit, is to look after and refine your body. Going back to the arena, this place is going to be hectic. You're going to need every ounce of your muscles, body, heart, and soul to be at the best condition that it can be. And whilst you're growing up, it's the best time because your body is aligning to whatever it is that you want to choose. If you want to be strong and you want to develop muscles, you can if you're a guy. If you're a female and you want to look a certain way, which is fine. When I was back into high school, I was doing, regular weight trainings. Just going through the motions is enough, but you don't want to injure yourself. One of the aspects that I wanted to compensate for my belief of lack of attractiveness was I wanted to compensate by having a decent body when I was the age of 12 or 13, 14. But that's a topic of a different story. Maybe click into another video and I'll talk about my insecurities of being the only Chinese kid growing up in an all-Australian school. If you think that's interesting, make sure you subscribe and there'll be another video on that soon. But anyway, getting back on topic, just get fit. Do number 3, get smart. Okay, perhaps fitness is not your thing, but just get to the minimum point. Like I said, just be able to do what you need to do physically. All right, and that's enough. And stay away from the bad stuff. But if you can't and you're not a fan of that, which I totally understand, okay, I'm not exactly a fitness freak myself, but I do like looking after my body. And if you stay with this community, you're hopefully going to be encouraged more to look after your body as well, because I want to influence that into you. But anyway, getting off track. Get smart. If you can't train your muscles and your body as well, and that doesn't interest you so much, then train the thing that's between your ears, your brain. Get smart. During high school, you're going to be put in front of an abundance of choices. Choices that could very potentially drive which way you go in life. It's a stupid choice because you're growing up, you're dealing with making friends, girls, boys, people away from you, bullying maybe, and harassment, and other social things, and things perhaps that are negative that's happening in your family, which I hope that is not there, but that does happen in this day and age. And now You're going to have to make choices about where you want to go in the future, and you're only 12, 13, 14, 15 years old. That is a really horrible deal. So let me try and make it easier for you. All right, the two top subjects, the two most important subjects, and I don't care where it is, where you are from, is number one, mathematics. Number two, the primary language of your home country. I was born in Australia, so that's English. Okay, everything in life, whatever job you need to do, you're going to need to communicate in words, writing, reading, and everything. So get good at English. That is important. I'm not talking so much about the literature part. That part I didn't really understand, but get as good as you can. And this comes back down to your communication. At least be able to communicate really well with your written words and being able to read and comprehend written words as well. So comprehension, writing, reading, that's important. The second one is mathematics. Mathematics, if things aren't explained in words, they're going to be explained with numbers and graphs and diagrams as well. So with English and mathematics, it leads down into science because that will be a lot easier, and or say economics. I have a bias toward that. It's because I have an economics background, study that through university. So it leaches out that way. So English and mathematics, focus on them. When you go through school, they essentially fall into 4 different categories that I just come up with right now. You have your English, you have your mathematics that deals with numbers, you're going to have your physical, which is like your sports and physical activity, and your arts. There could be like drama, dance and stuff. Physical and the arts, in my humble opinion, like I said, you're going to get fit, but they don't really mean so much. Like I said, when you leave high school, nothing, unless you want to be like professional sports player or something that's going to pay you money through the arts of acting or the arts of music or the arts of physical activity. If you are an up and down, I just recommend just getting through the bare minimum of them. You don't have much energy in your brain. Okay, it's only finite where you want to focus. You can't spend it on everything. Focus on the 2 primary ones, English and mathematics. Physical activity, arts, not so much. And if you've got subjects that don't really fall into that group, they're just kind of fillers. I had a couple at school. I did a couple of them. Some examples, there was one called practical geography. Complete freaking utterly waste of time that was. I did that when I was about 15. The only reason why I did that because I liked a few girls that were in that class. I know, I'm human too. So that class was just something about going on excursions to the city and just doing surveys and stuff. Utterly, completely useless. The other one was outdoor education, which just focused on going out canoeing and camping. Yeah, it was fun at the time. A few good experiences here and there, but you can do that when you're an adult, There's nothing really valuable in there to do. I did that too as well, so that's what I'm saying now. But the only exception that I can kind of allow for subjects such as outdoor education is if you're doing like 5 out of 6 intense units in mathematics and English and you just want that one unit to break it up with outdoor education just to give you a bit of variety in life, yeah, do it then, because variety and a well-rounded person as you grow up is important, and you are going to gain experiences, special experiences when you go out camping and stuff. So yeah, okay, there's a little bit of value. I talk from the opposite side as well, but don't focus on them. They're not worth much in them by themselves. So get smart, maths and English. Okay, I've got a bonus do for you. There's a number 4, it's a challenging one. And you're gonna think I'm a little bit crazy putting this out there, but here it is. Find an adult in your school that inspires you and ask them if they can be your mentor. What that will do is that it'll give you a compass point, a direction to aim towards. It may be a teacher out there, something that makes you kind of go, hey, I want to be just like that person. There's something about them, and I want you to know what it is about them that you like and that you'd like to be able to bring into your own life. It may be, say for example, if you're into sports and you like your physical education teacher because they play the same sport that you do. So you want to have the physique of them. I'm just pulling out an example. Ask them outside of class or even during class, but you want to make the assertive movement to say, hey, I like this, this, and this. How do I get? And guess what? I'm going to guarantee you, if you ask in the right way, they will feel honored and they will point you into directions. So now you have an adult mentor to go through. Why is that a challenge? Because you're going to stick out like a sore thumb. You're going to be called things like, you're kissing ass, or, you're sucking up to the teachers and stuff. The people from the not so great group are going to all see that. The ones that are in this group who think about the future, they'll understand what you are doing. They're going to go, oh heck, that was brave. Because you are brave. You are doing something that's very different amongst it. But the side that's on this side, on the don't side, they're going to tease you. They're going to pull you to parts. They're going to throw rocks at you probably, because you're going to think that, you're just a weirdo, right? But what you are actually doing is that you are being assertive. You're communicating what you want. You are investing into your future. If you want to be that sports star, you want to be like that strong physique, you ask a person who's already achieved that, who gives you there's a person out there and say, hey, I don't exactly want to be like that, but something similar, 90% of the way there, something similar. I want to be like that. And they will take you under their wing and they'll give you pointers and they'll guide you from there. If not, you can ask me and I'll do my best to try and inspire you. Okay, I like the way he communicates. I like the way that you're strong. I like the way that you have a strong presence about you. Anything. You grab what you want. You ask. Ask in life. What you don't ask, it could be a yes, but it's definitely no if you don't ask. Find someone who inspires you at school so they can take you on and give you the next steps to go forward. That's a good do.